vrai que pour moi, j'ai appris des choses à propos de Fairtrade parce que j'ai jamais comme vérifié si c'était Fairtrade.
For me, it's being knowledgeable and knowing that the impact that we're having by selling the coffee that we're selling isn't a negative impact. It's a positive impact, or because there'll always be a demand, and it's educating people on what they're drinking. Because before we owned the coffee shop, I would drink any coffee. I didn't realize if it was being picked by children or if it was being picked by workers who are actually getting an education or getting Medicare. So it makes a difference on knowing what you're drinking.
People's awareness about the impact of their consumer choices is escalating the demand for responsible business practices. The owners of Second Cup and NDG are responding to this by offering a variety of equitably traded coffees. They visited the Costa Rican coffee farm where some of their coffee variety come from. The workers make a good living and enjoy benefits that neighboring coffee farms do not have, like health and dental care. Because of customer demand, Second Cup carries one brand of Fair Trade certified coffee. Fair Trade certification ensures that workers earn fair wages. To have the certification, farmers join a cooperative that is monitored by a Fair Trade labeling organization. Second Cup has chosen to promote equitable rather than fair trade.
The thing about fair trade coffee is that it's you have to be a co-op. So basically, they'll pay individual farmers a set rate above the kind of traded value of coffee, so that the farmers are getting paid a fair price for their coffee. What the farmers do with that money is then their business.
There's no way for me to know if it's, I trust the label, basically. There's no way for me to know, but I'm hoping that the people that are doing that are doing it for a good reason.
I do buy fair trade coffee, but I don't always buy fair trade certified coffee, because I find what's interesting about that whole process is that it's a lot of bureaucracy, and sometimes it'll drive up the price of coffee. So my very favorite coffees to buy are things like Metropolis or 49th Parallel, that buy directly from growers in a fair trade fashion from co-ops around the world, but they don't actually have fair trade certification.
What is fairly traded? And you have these Second Cups who are adopting a village or a community or 10 houses. And the image I have, so what they do is that they will send back like $500 of their store's profit or sales to the community they're adopting. And for me, like $500, if it was to be paid fair trade, it would be $10,000, $20,000, even $50,000 more US. So these initiatives, while they are better than nothing, for me it's 99 slaps in the face and one hug. After that last hug, your cheek is still red and hurting.
You don't need coffee, you don't necessarily need tea, but if you do need it, give an alternative that is fairer to those producing it.
Fair trade is a complex issue of labeling and bureaucracy. Do consumers care where their coffee comes from?
I mean, being next to a university, when we first opened, you'd get people in all the time saying, well, I don't see a fair trade certified sticker on your door, so I'm not coming. And trying to explain it to people was difficult until going to the farm itself, I guess, made a real... It's certainly easy to put the logo on the door and have people come in and they recognize what the logo is. Whether people actually know what it means or not, I don't know.
I don't find that it's a very big thing. There's the odd customer maybe like once a month who will care.
I'm selfish enough that I look just for a coffee that I enjoy. So
I try all different brands, but I only buy fair trade.
I want to know that the products I purchase aren't harming anyone. The wants and needs that I have shouldn't be harming the person who is making them available to me.
That dollar really is kind of like a political statement. You're like supporting this product and you're kind of like voting.
Fair trade is not the panacea. It's not the solution to these inequities of the global trade, of globalization, but it's a step toward more equality. So in Spanish we say camino. It's a path that we enter in, and it's also the idea of we as consumer, we have a power. So don't delegate your power to someone whose only objective is to maximize profit. Give it to someone who cares, who shares your values of equity, of ecology, of solidarity, and that can bring something that is good, high quality in terms of product, and has a high ecological and a high social quality as well.